Okay, test. It is Tuesday, 30 August, 726 local, 1226 Zulu. 5,500 corridor northbound en route to Eglin Delta. We're going to do some IMU calibrations, and we may do some training video today. We got a good camera, we've got a good boom, and we're up on the on-speed local network. We've got airplane mode selected, we have got Wi-Fi only selected, and we're already connected. And we're just going to go into settings, and we're going to go into our system configuration, and we're going to cross-check and verify that we're going to have IMU set as our calibration source. Interesting. And I got a timeout, no data. Oh, just lost the system. System's rebooted.
On-speed enabled.
Okay, system's rebooted. Just try settings one more time. System configuration. So a little glitchy, but looking good. Let's see here. All right, so take a look at our calibration source, and we got on-speed internal IMU, so that is set correctly. Now we're going to pull up our attitude display here, and we're just going to do that to verify that the IMU is working correctly. We got a good solid attitude display, and we'll clear the corridor. We're going to set 2992. And we're going to descend to our test altitude, pulling up the decel display, and I'm getting ready for my first run. Going to settings, going to calibration wizard, we'll type in our big 4. There we go, gross weight's going to be 1,500. Currently we got 29.1 on board, 28, we're going to set 1320. 1,320 pounds set. Best glide is going to be 78 this morning in Knots. And we're 6G airframe. 6, that's set, and continue. And we got a good display here with our instructions, and we're going to go ahead and forward, and we've got a good calibration display. We're not going to save any calibrations today because I don't have a backup config file with my EFIS. It's going to be our new prime calibration, so we're going to preserve that. We're just going to look at the curves, and we're going to save all the 10 Hertz data, and we'll get a data marker course, and down to 5,000 feet. Let's push it up now and get set up for our first run. Time now, 12:29 Zulu, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 29 gallons on board. 2992 is set. We're in a flaps 0 condition. This will be an IMU flaps 0 calibration. Pushing the power up. No power selected. This power mixture looks good. And just accelerating on out now. There we go, V&O condition, 12:29:39, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.9, heading 360. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16-second pull. Keeping the picture out the window, getting a little nose drop there. Increasing the back pressure.
Citation 7, Romeo Juliet, descend to maintain 6,000.
Starting to come in with some trim now. Trim doing on speed condition, balls centered. Trying to make this as smooth as possible. Cross-checking the throttle and idle. Start pausing the pitch increase there. And squeezing the ball. And the altimeter is fairly level, and we're right at 1 knot per second. All right, starting to increase the pitch rate as we approach LRD max. Looking good, there's LRD max. We'll continue to trim to an on-speed condition. All right, there's on speed. And continuing with back pressure. And nose is above the horizon, increasing the back pressure right in the middle of the green band line.
061 Eglin approach, ident and climb and maintain 3000.
All right, good record. Okay, we got a nice curve, a little noisy, but just exactly
7
what
Romeo
we
Juliet, fly heading
expected to see
260,
here.
descend and maintain 4000.
Just fix the trim, full power.
061, your radar contact 1 mile northwest of northeast of Herbert. You can see direct pivot.
Looks good, nice looking curve. R square value is about 9894. Noisy, but nice and smooth. Angles look pretty reasonable. We're going to go ahead and save the data to the file, and we're going to run 2 more of those, and we'll run 2 in each condition. Excuse me. All right, out of 4.5 now for 5. It is 12:31:58, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.7 on board, and we're sculling 360.
Number 362, Charlie Papa, Eglin approach, good morning.
And we're getting set up for our next IMU calibration run. Everything is looking good. Cross-checking our attitude display. Attitude display matches up nicely with the EFIS. And back to D-cell display. That's a great technique to get a warm fuzzy that everything is working. Off we go. Accelerate on out. And mill power selected. That's power mixture. And getting set up for run number 2. Go ahead and refresh the screen. And refreshed. Got a good live wire. And accelerating. Time now, 12:32:57. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.6 on board, sculling 360. We got a good camera. We got a good boom. This is run number 2. We're in a flaps 0 condition. This is an IMU calibration run. And it's data pass only. And approaching VNE. Data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Power is coming back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Idle. Picture set. Holding the picture. Ball's in the center. Back pressure's coming in. System with a trim. Holding the picture. Howling's about 2 inches below the horizon. Keeping the steady back pressure going. Top of the green band. Slowing the back pressure rate down just a little bit. Capturing 1 knot per second. Trim it simultaneously. Altitude's holding. Middle of the green band. Nose is up. About a 1/4 inch below the horizon now. And we'll continue to trim down speed. There's an LVD max condition. Tells me I need a little bit more increase in back pressure now. Hold the center of the green band. There's the center of the green band. Holding, holding, holding. Right in the middle of the green band, right on altitude. And increasing the back pressure rate into the stall. And there's a good stall. I got a good record. Oh, I forgot to hit record. Okay, so that run is toast. Okay, hooking for airspeed. My bad. Switchology error. I'm going to go ahead and just refresh my screen. And let's start to accelerate. Climb back up to 5,000 feet. And apparently we hit the data mark. We did not hit the record button on that run. We got a good camera. And we got a good boom. It is now 12:35:12, 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.4. Actually been airborne 28 minutes. Long story. Forgot my phone. Had to RTB and go pick that up. And there's our 5,000 feet, mill power selected. Coming up on the north end of Delta. We'll just go to mill. Let the airplane start to accelerate. We'll hook to a heading of 180 for our next run. Best power mixture is selected.
Take approach, good morning. Citation 565 Victor on the ground, Crestview.
Citation 565 Victor, Eglin.
Starting an easy hook now to heading of 180.
IFR to Tampa exist, PDS.
Station 565 Victor, you cleared to Tampa Executive Airport is filed. Maintain 2000. Expect flight level 290, 10 minutes after departure. This will be departure frequency. Hold for release. Call me when you're number 1 for departure. And squawk 1673.
All right, in the left turn now to heading 180. And approaching a VNO condition.
Frequency 1673. Hold for release and be ready about 3 mic, runway 3546.
There's a VNO condition. Stand by, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record systems running 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14-second pull. Pressure's back pressure start. And helping with the trim. Actually climbed about 200 feet there. We're going to just go ahead and accept that. Not as clean as the last run. And that climb is affecting our decel rate, coming into the middle of the green band now. There's the middle of the green band. 9 per second, there's an LVD max condition. Continuing to trim, and nose is up. Nose is approaching the horizon. All right, nose is on the horizon. And there's our on-speed condition. We'll stop trim there, and we'll increase our back pressure rate as we work into the stall. Middle of the green band. Decel's looking real good, ball centered. 180, and there's our stall. And we got a good record, and we got a good good curve. Better curve than last time. I'm showing 0.9913. So that's sweet. That may be a good usable baseline. And I'm going to save that calibration. Forgot to get a happy snap. So I don't know if there's any. There we go. That's nice that that went away. Let's get a happy snap of that. Oops. That's adjusting the ringer. Okay. And we've got a good happy snap of that. Okay, let's get one more of those in a flap 0 condition. Power's coming up. Mixture's coming up. Climb back up to 5,000 feet.
Citation 65 Victor is ready for departure.
And what I expected to see, just noisy signal, but very usable curve.
Release for departure, climb and maintain 3,000, call me airborne.
Released right turn 120 and 3,000. Citation 65 Victor.
All right, he is southbound, not a factor. All right, coming up on 5,000 feet. Time now, 12:38:40, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 28.1 on board. And we'll push it up to mill power here. Coming up on the south end of the airspace. And we'll hook to heading at 360 for our next run. Another flap 0 run. And IMU calibration is looking really good so far. Yesterday's buffoonery must have been the sequence of events, somehow getting into those old sensor cal settings. All right, starting an easy hook now to heading north. Time is 12:39:33, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.9 on board. There's a VNO condition. Adjusting power. And as soon as we roll out on a heading of 360, so we don't have a retina burn, begin our test. So a little climb gave us a little better curve that time. Interesting. See what happens on this one. And we'll proceed to flaps 20.
Hey, good morning, citation 565 Victor, airborne.
All right, coming up on a heading at 360. Stand by, data mark. 3, 2, 1.
1.4, climbing 3,000, right.
Data mark.
And forgot to record, so let's go ahead and refresh. We're going to get a fresh data mark. So that last data mark is short. Data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. And begin sequence. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Citation
7,
65, Victor, the crest
8,
altimeter is 3001,
9,
your radar contact 1
10,
mile northwest,
11,
northeast of the airport.
11 second pull,
Climb and maintain
mixture,
10,000.
a little bit of back pressure, 2 fingers worth,
up to 10,000,
trim,
65 Victor.
hold and picture, a little bit of a herky jerk, rudder, ball, centered, heading, little herky jerk there, too fast with the pitch increase. Top of the green band, need to settle into the green band, hold an altitude. Gonna have to accept some descent now, middle of the green band, there's the middle of the green band. Now we're catching our descent rate. And looking good, middle of the green band. On altitude. Approaching LVD max, nose is up. LVD max condition. And we're gonna trim to non-speed condition. Ah, shit. Okay, just lost the system. All right, got a good reboot. Let's knock it off, knock it off, knock it off.
On speed enabled.
Okay, good reboot. System's back up. I'm going to just go ahead and refresh. See if we can get our live wire back. Okay, we got our live wire back. And we'll get set up for another one. Okay, climbing back up. All right, second system reboot of the day. And we got a good boom. We got a good camera. And leveling at 5,000 feet. We got just enough airspace to get one to the north. We will, maybe, we won't. We're out of airspace. And winds aloft today are showing 04113 at 5,000 feet pressure altitude. Time now 12:42:28. 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.6 on board. 36 minutes, 10 seconds elapsed. We'll get a tank change in just a little bit for balance. And accelerating on out. And let's run this one on heading north. We've just got just enough room to pull this off. All right. So again, flap 0 condition. Refreshed our screen. Need a VNO condition. It is 12:43:07, 69 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.5 on board, mil power, flap 0. IMU calibration, data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A record. 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 second pull. Mixture's back.
Citation 65, Victor, climb and maintain flat level of 230.
Hold the picture. Just looking out the window. Holding the picture.
American 2185.
Combination of 2 fingers of back pressure increase and trim. Engine's good and idle. Right in the middle of the green band. Holding it. There's your 1 knot per second right on the money.
Citation 65, Victor, proceed direct.
Got a little descent rate going to make that happen.
Cirrus 362, Charlie Papa.
Approaching LVD max.
120.2.
All right, there's an LD max condition. Going to continue to trim to on speed. Nose is coming up, approaching the horizon now. Right in the middle of the green band. Again, smoothness is the key to making this all happen. All right, increasing our pitch rate as we get into the stall. Looking for that 1 knot per second. And there we go. Okay, good stall, good record. Okay, good curve, showing 988. Yeah, usable, not as good as the last one, but okay. Let's go ahead and we'll get a happy snap of that. All right, there's our screen save. Just take a look at the curve, and we'll save that data to the file and downloading. All right, that's our third flaps 0 curve. Keep it slow. Deploying flaps 20. And hooking right.
25-2, going to 10. I'll appreciate that this morning.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And climbing back up to 5,000 feet now. We're in a flaps 20 condition. And we'll go ahead and refresh. Oops. And refresh the screen. We got a good live wire. And I'm just just going to go ahead and roll out on a heading east. Sorry about the retina burn. That's just for airspace orientation. We got a little east wind today. Pushing us out to the west. We'll get to our VFE condition and we'll get set up for our flaps 20 auto-cal runs. And again, we're in an IMU configuration. And I got a good flasher. And I got a good camera. Leveling at 5,000 feet. That's power mixture. And turning right to heading 180. This will be a flaps 20 run. And parameters are all looking good. 1246.25, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.3 on board. 40 minutes, 6 seconds elapsed time. Still feeding the right tank. Airspeed's looking good. Go to 100 for flaps 20.
Contact Destin Tower 118.45.
All right, looking good. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. 7-second throttle pull. Back pressure's coming in. Holding the pitch outside. For smooth pitch increase. Acceptance and altitude decrease here. Ball's in the center.
Number 335 Sierra Mike, contact tender approach 125.2.
Down about 100 feet. Nose is coming up. A little fast on the decel. There's our 1 knot per second. Holding it. And the bottom quarter of the green band on this one. Need more back pressure. Things happen faster in these flaps cal runs. Greasing it in the stall. There's our stall. Good record. Okay, little convex curve showing 9831. Pretty close to linear. See definitely more noise in that one. Okay. Obviously smaller sample size. Save that. Let's save the data to file. Download. We got that. Refresh. Submit. Good. All right, let's go back up, do another one of those. Flaps 20s, lots of airspace to the south. Climbing back up. Well, temperature's nominal at 175 with good boom, and a good camera time now is 12:48.24. 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 27.2 on board. Switch tanks. All right. Left is selected. Boost pump is on. Climbing to 5,000 feet. Boost pump is secure. We're still in a flaps 20 condition on a heading of 180. Out of 4.7 for 5.0. And we got enough airspace to get another run to the south. And leveling at 5,000 feet. All right, start at 100 again. Give the right foot a rest. There's our 100.
Approach, Roger. Expect a visual approach only 1.
Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 5, 1006. 6-second throttle pull, keeping the picture out the window frozen momentarily. In the top of the green band. Working for the middle of the green band. A little bit much, a little overcorrection there. Now we're in the bottom of the green band. Should have been more patient. We will in the next one. And just increasing the back pressure. Nose is coming up now. Doesn't fall quite as much with flaps 20 as it does with flaps 40. Increase pitch rate. So I'm basically a half knot decel going in there. Now we're down to 1 knot, and there's our stall. Good record. All right, again, pliable curve. This one's a little more convex, but showing 9745. Get a happy snap of that. We'll save that data to the file. We'll download it. We're going to head back up. All right, there's Allegiant, 12 o'clock, no factor. We'll climb back up, we'll hook to the north for the next one. Refresh screen, submit, good live wire. So guys, until Lenny fixes the code.
11 o'clock, 20 miles. 297, copy, sir. Thank you. Can you maintain 3,000?
All right, approaching 5,000 feet. And we'll be able to do this one actually on a heading of 180. Time now 12:51:21, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.9 on board. Get the right foot arrest, approaching our VFE condition. And this is again is a flaps 20 configuration. Standby data mark 3, 2, 1.
297, turn 10 degrees left.
Data mark.
Record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007. 7-second pull, mixture's back pressure, holding the heading. Just looking out the window, I got a ground reference for my heading. Keeping the ball in the center. Nose is coming up, working for the middle of that green band. So the back pressure rate just a little bit. Kind of flying her into the stall. A little bit more aggressively than I did last time, right at 1 knot per second. All right, there's our stall. Good record. Not a bad. Line 9869. Got a happy snap of that. There's our screenshot. We'll save our data to the file. Download. We got a usable curve there, so that's fine. And we're going to go to a flaps 40 condition. And we're going to get 3 flaps 40s, and then we'll move on to our training video time. 46:22 elapsed. It is 12:52:48, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.9 on board. So 1304. We're going to adjust our gross weight. So I'm going to go to the wizard, AOA calibration wizard. Opening the big 4 page. There it is. I'm going to take us down now. 13:05. Done. Continue. Oh, just caused a system crash. That's interesting. I was on the big 4 page. Seems to be a little bit of a trend item today. Okay. Is I'm getting system crashes when I'm asking the system to do something. So let's go here to the Wi-Fi gateway. All right, there we are. And it didn't take that change, so I'm going to go to 13:05. Done. Continue. Let's see what happens. Okay, good. And we're back up. System is back up. We're on the 3rd data file now, Bob. We got a good live wire. And we're descending down now to 5,000 feet. We're going to flaps 40 condition. We're just going to use 90 or 95 for this one.
I just had some weather pop up 10 miles in trail of your current position. Did you go through anything?
All right, leveling at 5,000, and we'll be looking for 95. We're on a clean set of log files now.
You're 10 o'clock in about 7 miles. Do you have it in sight?
Looking good. Accelerating on out now to 95. Time is 12:54:35. 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.7 on board. Pushing it up.
Delta 2203, I can approach loud and clear.
All right, there's our 95. Standby data mark 3.
Allegiant
2,
387, turn
1.
left heading 200.
Data mark.
A record. 1001,
Delta
1002,
2203, contact
3,
Decimal Center 120.2,
4,
see you.
5, 6, 7. 7-second pull. Airplane's starting to go down as it always does in flaps 40. And system crash. Okay, knock it off, knock it off, knock it off. And system crash. That's the most system crashes I've seen. Let's go back up, flaps 40, see what we can salvage. Okay, I'm just going to refresh the screen, see if that brings it back up. And we're back up. Ooh, Bob, this is going to be a brutal dovetail if we can get this data together. If we can't, we'll just have to refly the sortie. And leveling at 5,000 feet at 12:55:57, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.6 on board, accelerating out to 95. Flaps 40 condition. This is our first Flaps 40 run. So far we've had nothing but data crashes in Flaps 40. And standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A record. All right. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. 5-second pull. Already in the middle of the green band. Going to trim down speed. Good. Got our descent rate going. Expect that with Flaps 40. This is coming up. Trim to non-speed condition. On-speed stop trim. Back pressure, back pressure, back pressure. Middle of the green band. Looking real nice.
Legion 370, you can give me a slowest down final for just about 2 miles.
Boom. All right. And good record. Now the boom is on today, so I'm stressing the system out. Little convex curve. 9825, ostensibly that's a usable curve. Don't like anything convex. Save the data to file. Oops. Do we actually download? Do that one more time. All right, yeah, we did. Okay, so double files there. It's all right. Climb back up. Get set up for our next one. Refresh. Submit. And I'm stressing the system out by the VN300 and the boom simultaneously, so the multiple crashes don't really concern me. I do want to have the boom data. And we got a good camera, we got a good boom right now, and we're climbing on up. 5,000 feet. Oil's temperature is nominal at 181. And we'll get set up for our next one. See if we can get something that's at least linear with a calibration. I wonder with these flaps, IMU only calibrations, if we want to consider a linear trend line instead of a second order polynomial. Or look at maybe a log or something else. Maybe a better way to do that. Airborne 52 minutes, 8 seconds. And we got a good camera because we started late, so we'll be able to get another training video in. And we're just in on-speed flaps 40 climb condition. We're not in a hurry. We're going to come right, and that's for airspace. There's our 5,000 feet. Leveling off, accelerating. Time now 12:59:14, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 26.3 on board. We're in a flaps 40 condition. This will be another flaps 40 IMU cal run. And checking back to heading at 360. 95. Looking good. Standby data mark. 3, 2, 1.
Data mark.
A record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005.
Command 5550
Pull.
Papa,
Keeping the picture out the window. There's our descent as expected. Flaps 40, balls in the center. There's a 1 knot per second. Holding 1 knot per second. And just gradually increasing the pitch.
Command T05 Papa, copy your radar contact 1 mile north of Ruckle. North Quarter 5 Crew via field 2. Actually, a flight heading of 010 for now. Maintain VFR. Equinal altimeter is 29er.
All right. And good stall. Good curve. Okay, that's looking nice and linear. I like that one. 9862. That's a very usable curve. Let's just start our climb back up here, coming right for airspace. Let's get a happy snap. All right, screenshot's good. Saving the data to the file download. Got it. All right, we got a good data file. Refresh the screen. Submit. Screen is refreshed. Good live wire. Starting an easy hook now. We're going to get one more flaps 40, and then we're going to move on to our training part of the mission. We've been airborne 54 minutes, 44 seconds. Left tank is feeding. We got 26.2 on board. These sorties do eat a lot of gas because you're using a lot of mil power and best power mixture. So you're probably going to see more fuel consumption than you normally see. And that is to be expected. Roll out here and heading is 090 till we get to 5,000 feet. Then we'll hook. Here we'll 90 right, heading 180 rather. And just using on-speed climbs. Oil's good. It's below 190. Cylinder head temperatures are nominal. Starting the right turn now to a heading of 180. Again, we're in a flaps of 40 condition.
05 Papa, are you just going to be landing at the next stage? You're going to be VFR, then back out?
Camera. Boom. Check good.
Copy, sir. Thanks.
And accelerating out to 95. VFE condition. Actually 5 miles an hour below VFE in this airplane. And good live wire. Just waiting on an airspeed. So since I have Armstrong flaps, I tend to sneak up from lower airspeeds. Electric flaps, you may not have to do that. All right. There's our 95. Standby data mark 3.
Number
2,
05 Papa, you can
1.
proceed right to Phoenix Plains Airport when able.
Data mark.
A record. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. 6-second pull. Keeping the picture the same. Looking good. In the green band. Expect the airplane to drop with all this drag. Balls in the center. Left rudder as required. And just decelerate into the stall. Looking pretty good in the green band. Lenny right in the middle. Down about 180 feet right now. Expect to be down about 200-300 feet by the time I stall. Perfectly normal, especially with flaps. Increasing the pitch rate. Pitch rate, 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 right into the stall. All right, good record. Okay, nice and linear, a little pitchy though. 9693, worst one of the 3. We'll get the happy snap there. Okay, and we'll save that data to the file and download it. Okay, let's go ahead and retract the flaps, and we'll get set up for a EFIS calibration training video do-over. All right, we'll hold our airspace right here. Attitude display is looking real good today, Lenny. I think it was the whole sensor calibration thing that somehow I pulled up a default file, and basically what that did was corrupt my calibration. But right now, just back and forth, our attitude display is mirroring the DY10 just perfectly. So that's all good. Check the velocity vector here real quick on a heading north. See how that's working. Nose is coming up. All right. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, very nice. All right, that's looking good. Velocity vector is looking okay too. Very nice. Okay, sweet. All right, let's go back to 5,000 feet. And let's see, where's the rest of the mow? Mow is behind us. All right, starting an easy turn. And let's get going.
Nancy 05 Papa, copy, change the route, turn to approved, answer, terminate, have a good day.
All right, we're going to work north-south axis. Bring her back to cruise power here. Break. Well, good morning. Welcome aboard November 147 Bravo Romeo. Today we're going to be talking about doing a EFIST base automatic calibration. So very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use our phone or our tablet, and we want to adjust the settings so that the phone doesn't turn off in the middle of our run. So on an iPhone, I'm going to go to display, and I'm going to go to my auto lock menu, and I'm going to select never. The other thing I'm going to do on this same display is select full bright. It's going to give me the maximum readability underneath the canopy. After that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the on-speed Wi-Fi network, and I'm going to connect. If it's the first time I've connected, I'm going to have to use the password, angle of attack, all one word, lowercase. Normal that it's going to show no internet connection here. The other thing I want to do is make sure that I'm in airplane mode and Wi-Fi only. I want to have data, and I want to have Bluetooth deselected. That'll cut down on notifications, which can interrupt my calibration sequence as well. Next thing I'm going to do is go in here in my main menu, and I'm going to type on-speed local, and I'm going to pull up a Wi-Fi gateway. That's going to bring us up to the gateway. The next thing I want to do is I want to select my live view. I'm going to just toggle through my attitude display just to make sure my IMU is code 1. Now that's not going to be a factor for an EFIST calibration, but it's just a good technique. If you don't have the optional display, you can pull it up on your phone. And then I'm going to put this back in live view back to AOA, okay? And then I'm going to toggle through to my decel display here. And the next thing I'm going to do is go into my Sense System Configuration menu. And I'm going to make sure we're set up for an EFIST calibration. Uh-oh, I just had a system reboot. Knock it off, knock it off, knock it off.
On speed enabled.
Okay, let's hook to the north, try that again. We'll give it one more shot. We've been airborne 1 hour and 1 minute. I am so sorry, Bob. That is going to be lots of data files. Okay. Probably because we're really overstressing the system, but that's okay. Go in here and let's disable the boom. All right, looking good. Okay, now let's turn that off. Let's start again. Break. Welcome aboard November 147 Bravo Romeo. Today we're going to be talking about doing an EFIST-based calibration for the on-speed angle of attack system. Very first thing we're going to do is go to settings in our phone, and we're going to go to our display and brightness. Now I'm using an iPhone, but what I want to do is I want to make sure that my auto lock is turned off, and I want to make sure my display is full bright, so I've got maximum readability under the canopy. If you forget to turn your auto lock off, then your phone can, or your tablet may turn off right in the middle of a run, and that'll make things harder for you. Okay, the next thing we want to do is connect to the on-speed Wi-Fi network. If it's the very first time that we've done that, you're going to have to type the password, angle of attack, all lowercase, all one word. We're going to want to cross-check to make sure that we're in the airplane mode, Wi-Fi only, data's deselected, and Bluetooth is off. That'll minimize the number of notifications we get, which can also interrupt the calibration sequence. So, once we've connected to the network, we want to just go ahead and open our browser, and we want to navigate to an on-speed local address. So I already had it in there. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh that screen, and that'll bring us to our Wi-Fi gateway homepage. or I'm lying. All right, let's start that again. Break, break. All right, welcome aboard November 147 Bravo Romeo. Today we're going to be talking about doing an EFIS-based calibration of the on-speed angle of attack system. Very first thing we're going to do is have a phone or tablet available for us, and we're going to go into our settings. And if you are using a phone or a tablet, what you're going to want to do is go to your display and brightness page on any Apple device, something similar I imagine on an Android, and you want to disable your auto lock feature. You don't want the phone turning off in the middle of a sequence. The other thing you want to do on this page is you want to adjust your brightness to full bright because you're going to need maximum readability underneath the canopy. After you've done that, you go to your Wi-Fi's and you're going to connect to the on-speed network. Now, if it's the first time you connect, you need to type the password. That's going to be angle of attack, all lowercase, all one word. The other thing you're going to want to do is ensure that you're in the airplane mode with the Wi-Fi turned on, data turned off, and your Bluetooth turned off. That will mitigate notifications, which can pop up in the middle of a sequence as well, and screw things up. All right, now the phone is all set to go. We're connected to the proper network. The next thing we want to do is navigate to onspeed.local. And if you're on an Android device, it's 198.162.0.1, and that's going to pull up the on-speed home page. Very first thing we want to do here is go into our settings and check some settings and system configuration. Primarily that we have the EFIS calibration mode set up properly. And look at that. Even with the boom disabled, I just got another reboot. That's really interesting. Something's going on with the Wi-Fi. That's a great test. We're going to call this done for today, and we're going to head on back. Wow. Interesting. Cool beans. Great sortie. All right. Hook and left.
Golf. 125 observation. Wind 060 at 03. Weather is better than 5005. Temperature 26. 2.24. Altimeter 29er. Expect visual approach runway 12. Runway 02/20 closed. Advise on it.
Number 299, Papa, I can approach information Charlie, current at desk, expect the visual approach runway 14.
550 observation. Wind 060 at 03. Weather is better than 5005. Temperature 26. 2.24. Altimeter 29er. Expect visual approach runway 12. Runway 02/20 closed. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
Everyone, 7 Bravo Romeo, request RTB Ruckle via the corridor golf.
Number 7 Bravo Romeo, RTB back to Ruckle is approved, soft flight approved via field 2, then Ruckle, via route 2 is your discretion.
Copy that, field 2, then Ruckle, 7 Bravo Romeo on.
Number 9 Papa, descend and maintain 5,000. Number 9 Papa, depart the Crescent Void TAC heading 140, vector for the visual approach.
All right, let's get a quick roll in here. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm going to go back and I want to enable my boom. Let's do a roll first. Not bad. Not bad, Lenny. Ha-ha! Pretty good. It flips like an old-fashioned ADI. But it works. All right, let's go ahead and enable the boom. Alright, boom is enabled. Back to normal.
American 1044, I can approach loud and clear.
Alright, looking good. One more of those.
November 9, Papa, turn right heading 180.
She recovers very nicely.
Copy.
Try this one more time. Watching it. Yep.
November 9, Papa, contact approach.
You get the
on
flip.
132.1.
It's like an old Ahers, but it's all good.
American 1044, contact Excellent Center
And
120.
less procession, obviously, than the Dynan, actually. Kind of nice. Interesting. Noted. All right, cool. All right, we're going to go ahead and secure the camera.